Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Razia and I'm here to help you make better skincare choices. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of my weekly uploads, and you can check me out on Instagram and TikTok for more. At Razia Moe across all my platforms makes it nice and easy. Winter is coming! Finally, I'm so excited for winter. I look forward to winter every year. It's my favorite season. I know a lot of people don't feel that way, but that's how I feel. So with winter coming, the weather's getting colder, the humidity levels in the air are dropping, which means there is very little moisture in the air. And that basically results in a lot of moisture being sucked out of our skin during winter months. And that's why a lot of us tend to experience our skin type changing as the weather changes as well. As the air gets drier, our skin also gets drier because there's a lot of water loss happening. A lot of our skin, we're losing a lot of moisture to the air around us. This can actually be worse for people that might have a pre-existing skin condition like acne, rosacea, eczema, because you kind of experience these symptoms and they exacerbate the skin condition you already have. And you might experience things like peeling, sensitivity on the skin, redness because of the irritation, and just really dry skin. And as we're experiencing these changes in our skin, whether it's drying or peeling or irritation, it makes sense that we should accommodate for these changes in our skin with changes to our skincare routine. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be sharing some tips to help you change up your skincare routine to make sure you're taking the best possible care of your skin as the weather starts to get really cold and dry. And I will say, I think a lot of the tips I'm going to be saying today apply to all skin types. I mean, if you have quite dry skin like me, then maybe take a lot more of these tips on board, if not all of them. And if you have more oilier skin, there is some room for adjustment based on how oily and how dry your skin gets as the weather changes. We all know cleansing is a really important step, and using the right cleanser can really make a big difference, especially in terms of the dryness of your skin. You really want to step away from those really foaming cleansers, those that might have stronger surfactants in them in the winter time, because really those cleansers are just too much for a dry skin barrier. When you've cleansed your face and afterwards your skin feels dry and tight and squeaky clean, you know you've gone too far with your cleansing. So you want to stick to more hydrating cleansers, a cleanser that has more of a milky or creamy consistency that doesn't really lather up. And oil-based cleansers are another way you can go as well. Oils are very nourishing, very hydrating, and they get the job done. I've talked about the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser before. That one's a really great one. My last video, I did talk about the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser, and I think this might be the only exception to the no foaming cleanser rule in winter. I don't find this cleanser stripping at all. It's been very cold and dry here already, and I've been using it with no issues. Another great option is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This one is very gentle, very nourishing, very hydrating. And of course you have the QV Gentle Cleanser. This one is also another great option for those with drier skin. All of these options that I've mentioned so far are fragrance free, which is another great thing for those that might experience increased sensitivity in the winter time. If you're wanting to use an oil-based cleanser instead of a milky cleanser, you can also check out the Oat Cleansing Balm from the ENQUIRIES. This one has oat kernel flour, oat kernel extract, very soothing. Oat is very soothing for drier skin, so that's a great option you might want to check out as well. I know we typically think of oil cleansers just to remove makeup as a first cleanse, but they can work really well on their own. They don't only have to be used as a makeup remover. They're a cleanser at the end of the day, so you can use them on their own. That's definitely not an issue at all. Another tip regarding cleansing in the winter is how often you're cleansing. A lot of us are probably cleansing twice a day, morning and evening. But honestly, if you find that this might be too drying for your skin, you can even cut this down to just once a day. This is something I do all year round, winter or summer. I don't cleanse in the morning. I really find that I don't have to. Cleansing just the one time in the evening is plenty for my skin. So that might be another adjustment you might want to make and see how that goes with your skin. I know it seems like I'm talking about cleansing a lot, but honestly, cleansing is one of the things that can make or break how dry your skin feels. So it's a great part of your routine to make sure you're getting right. And the last tip about cleansing that I'm going to mention is the temperature of the water that you're cleansing your face with. Using really hot water actually really dehydrates your skin. This includes having really hot showers, which I'm going to elaborate on a little bit more later on. Using warm water really just is the best way to go. It's comfortable for your skin and you're not going to be causing any irritation or further drying out of your skin. All right, now let's move on to exfoliating. I've talked about exfoliating before on my channel, and I've mentioned that you really don't want to exfoliate too much. Less is more when it comes to exfoliation. You do still want to exfoliate. It can help with whatever skin issue you might be dealing with. For example, if you have acne, exfoliation, it really makes such a big difference for those with acne. Exfoliation can also help with removing those dry skin cells that you might be building up during the winter time. But just make sure you're not going to be overdoing it. Use more gentle exfoliants, mandelic acid, a low percentage lactic acid. You could still use your salicylic acid, your Paula's Choice 2%, that's no problem. Just don't use it too frequently. 1 to 2 times a week, really more than enough. So that's something to take on board as well when you're adjusting your skincare routine for winter time. I mentioned before that using hot water can really dehydrate your skin, and yeah, this applies to showering. I know that those long hot showers are one of the best parts of winter, but I'm sorry, it's really not the best thing for your skin. Am I gonna stop having my long hot winter showers? Those hot showers really aren't great for your skin. They really do dry you out, and I know this, like I feel it. I really do feel the moisture leaving my skin in those long hot showers. I compensate for this by making sure that I really moisturize very well afterwards. You don't have to have a cold shower, that's not what I'm saying, but just don't have it steaming hot, because that might just not be the best thing. And as soon as you're getting out of that shower, make sure you are slathering your body with moisturizer, and that way you're really keeping all of that moisture locked in the skin and you're keeping it nice and hydrated. And just the way we use a more hydrating face cleanser, we want to use a more hydrating and nourishing body wash. La Roche-Posay have their Lippy Care product range, and this is a lot of great body care products. You've got a cleansing oil, a cleansing body wash, and you've got a body balm as well. If you don't want to use a body wash, you might want to just use the cleansing oil, and that's a great way that you can cleanse the skin without it stripping, and you're getting some hydration in there as well. And make sure to lock that all in with a moisturizer afterwards. Another great body care range is from QV. They have their QV with ceramides range. They've got a body wash, and they've also got a lotion as well. And those are some other great products that you might want to check out in the winter time. Regular QV body wash and body lotion are already quite iconic, I think, but if you do want to step it up and try out their intensive range with ceramides, I think you'll experience even better results with those products. The next thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to your winter skincare routine, of course, I'm going to talk about moisturizing. Moisturizing is that step that really will save your skin this winter. There are 3 components that make up a great moisturizer: humectants, emollients, and occlusives. Humectants draw in those water molecules and hold onto them. Emollients help to soften the feeling of dry skin, and occlusives form a barrier and prevent water loss from occurring. In the winter, a lot of people are more drawn to those thicker creams, and those creams are usually higher in occlusives, which means they help to form that barrier on the skin, which stops that water loss from occurring. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream has oat extract in there, and it's a nice thicker cream without it being too heavy on the skin, and this is a great moisturizing and soothing moisturizer. If you're looking for something thick and occlusive, CeraVe Moisturizing Cream, can't go past it. It really is a classic. I love this cream, and I'm going to be using it all winter long. If you're looking for something similar to that, but maybe a little more occlusive, the Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream, I'd say, is even a little bit more occlusive than the CeraVe. It has more petrolatum in there, so it's got a little bit more of a balmy feeling. Aveeno also have a great range of moisturizers that contain oat extract, and that might be a really great option for you to check out as well. Another way you can elevate the moisturizing step of your routine is by using a technique called slugging. I think slugging is a term that was thrown around a lot a few months ago when the other side of the world was experiencing winter, and I think it's time we talk about it here. What is slugging? Slugging is basically applying a thick balm over the top of your skin as the last final layer of your skincare routine, even after you moisturize. It does not replace your moisturizer. Instead, it's something you put on top of your moisturizer. The point of slugging is to create a seal over the top of your skin, and this basically just stops any moisture loss from occurring overnight. And one of the most effective slugging products to use is Vaseline. Vaseline is 100% petroleum. It is as occlusive as it gets. And it might sound a little bit weird to apply Vaseline over the top of your skin. You really don't need to use a lot, just a little pea-sized amount. You can put it on areas that might be a little bit more prone to dryness, whether that's around the eyes or around the mouth area, maybe the nose. You want to protect those areas because they tend to get cracked and irritated during the winter. Or you can apply it all over, just a little bit, and just press it onto the skin. If you don't want to use Vaseline, there are some other alternatives out there. From the QV Ceramides range, they have their sting-free ointment. That's another great product that you can use as a slugging product. You can also use something like the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm. That's something that's quite thick in texture, and it's got panthenol, madecassoside, which is really soothing. And you can use that as either just a moisturizer, or you can use it on top of your other moisturizer that you've already applied. I love the Cicaplast product. I've mentioned it so many times. I use it all the time, and it's something I'm definitely going to be using all winter long. Alright, so that's it for this one. Those are all my tips for your winter skincare routine, and hopefully they help you get through winter without a single dry patch in sight. Let me know if you're as excited for winter as I am in the comments down below. Let me know what your favorite season is if it isn't winter. Don't even say summer, don't even go there. If you found this video useful, make sure you leave me a like down below. Leave me a comment, let me know what are some of your favorite winter skincare products. Let me know what your favorite season is. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do subscribe. And don't go anywhere, check out some of my other videos. I've got some good ones on here for you, and I'll see you in the next one.